Go for the nuggets. You gotta be careful with that.
Okay, so let's get underway officially. Yeah, the summary that they had given you is pretty much what happened. There was just a lot of last-minute errands, things that these guys realized that they wanted to take care of, or opportunities that had not been available previously were taken care of while you were away, Eric. And the place that we had last left off is you guys had, I believe, one of the last couple things that you guys did was deliver the bottles of wine to the different people here in town. And then you had a conversation with Ben about leaving the next day, and saw to the task of getting the rest of your booze delivered back to your home in Hearthmount. And then you guys were going to just take a rest and get ready for travel the next day, I believe.
Yep.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that is different. Sorry, the taste of it is different. Anyways.
So, everybody gets their night's sleep, and you guys get packed up and get ready to move on after the two and a half, getting pretty close to 3 weeks that you've spent here in Arborsdale now. It's coming to an end. And everybody shuffles out of the inn in the wee hours of the morning. The sun has just broken the horizon over in the east, and after a couple minutes of getting adjusted to the brisk morning air, Ben comes around the corner and greets you all with a mug of some steaming drink in his hand and says, "Good morning to you all. Well, I suppose we should get underway if everybody's good and ready."
Yeah, I think we are. Question, totally just, had this a long time ago and, thought about it and thought we'd ask. What's the best way to get to the tower?
He kind of, his brow furrows for a second as he takes the mug that he has in his hand and puts it in the crook of his elbow, and then kind of holds it to his side as he uses his other arm to dig into a small bag that he has at his side, and he pulls out a folded map, unfolds it for a second, and then pulls it out and turns to you so that you can see where he's referencing and pointing, and he shows you as he's tracing the eastern edge of the main continent itself. He's just kind of tracing that line and saying, "Well, we'll head almost due east after a good while on the road here. We'll branch off from the road proper, and we'll make our way through the wilderness to that small area where the two islands, or where the mainland and the island are closest. There's a small bridge there, which will make crossing the easiest. From there, we'll traverse across the island until we come to a small ferrying station where certain members of the staff of the tower will be ready to accept us."
Okay, then. Well, that works out for me.
Sounds like a plan.
It sounded like a plan.
Are you still up?
just need to do a quick pickup of some provisions and be good to go, because like a day of rations is all I have left, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty low on rations too, I believe.
So
We can hunt too, though. We're in the wilderness.
I'm not very
I've got 9 days.
wilder man.
Well, I've lived there. I've lived in the
So
wilderness.
it sounds like there's a stop being made somewhere before you guys go. It's the last minute road trip with your family, stopping at McDonald's for McDonald's breakfast before we leave.
The McDonald's fucking Casey's combo. Yeah, I guess trying to find somewhere where I could buy maybe like Ben, do you know how long this trip will take, at least to get there?
Shit, man, I'm down to my last apple.
If we keep a good pace, it should take us about 2.5 days, maybe 3 if there's any inclement weather.
Okay. I'll see if I can find maybe like somebody who could sell me a week's worth of rations. If there's any. I'm assuming there might be somebody who would selling.
Yeah.
I think you guys had inquired about that with Gregory last time.
Maybe, did we? I think maybe.
Maybe.
I think maybe you guys like had said something about it, and then we moved on to something else, and then came back to the inn, and it was never picked up on. But if you just, one of you has the just idea to before you start walking off to some other place, just maybe check inside with the innkeeper before you go, see what he can do for you. So you just poke your head in and kind of meet his eye and just give him a little, and he comes over to you.
Hey, Gregory. Sorry. It's like I feel like I've known you for so long. We're going on to...
Good morning to you, Ascot.
Yeah, yes. Do you happen to know of or have some provisions for the road? We are taking a little journey with Ben here, and be a couple of days.
We do have some prepackaged food rations that we could give out. How many are you looking for?
Kind of look back at the other guys and I kind of like flashing like the fingers, kind of like, you know, counting way up. Just
When you get to 7, I give you a thumbs up.
7? Yeah, 7.
7.
7. Yeah. Okay. You good?
7.
You good, or because you said it had 9?
I have 8 now.
8. Okay.
One apple.
We will need a
One
week's
rotten
worth of
apple.
rations for 3 people. If you are able to provide that, it would be greatly appreciated. And I pass him 5 gold.
I pass him
Well,
5
here.
gold worth of scrap.
I hope this covers it.
Oh, you have
If that's
worth of
okay.
scrap. Okay.
Yeah, I got 30G worth of scrap and some leather hides that I need to sell.
Where did you get those?
I actually don't remember where I got the hides. I think I might have gotten them off the crocodile,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but I want to sell them.
Gregory, how much for a week's worth of rations for 3 people?
Well, in addition to the 5 I have here in my hand, I think another 37 would cover it very nicely.
I will be right back, and I
If
want to
you-
slink off towards the
If you had
marketplace to
given
sell
us
this
2
shit.
weeks worth of room and board, I'd kind of be a little. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. All right. I'll cover it. I'll give him the rest of the gold.
He's asking for 42 total.
42. He's got it.
Okay. So he just kind of takes the loose coinage that he has heaped in both of his hands and he places it onto the counter, steps around the bar, and he scoops it from the counter into a small burlap sack, just kind of cinches it up and puts it down underneath one of the cabinets. He says, give me a few minutes to get everything ready, but I should have it all prepared for you very shortly. And he shuffles his way back into the kitchen.
I'm not there with you.
Could be.
Wilson, can I slink off to the market real quick to sell this scrap and leather?
Do you want to make a stealth check to slink, or would you like to just travel there?
I think I'd rather just travel there. No need to waste time.
I was about to do a perception on it.
I mean, it's a beret. You were looking
So
at
the two of you are going?
Who's coming with me to the market?
Raspberry beret, the kind you find in a second.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
We actually
absolutely.
did. We looked for it.
Yeah.
I knew you'd like it.
Are you guys okay? So it's just you two going to the bar? Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting food.
Yeah,
For
me and
everybody.
Wainred, Knox and Wainred, going to sell some scrap.
Yeah. Some leather.
Junkyard or something.
Give me 1 moment.
Up here, bud. Up here.
Why?
It's good music. It's Super Mario Maker on Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. I was like, it looked like it was like fucking golf flags or something like that. I was like, I couldn't see it.
I do get a Mario Golf though, right there.
Oh,
It's a good game.
nice.
Right there.
Mario
Fully
Golf is really
endorsed it.
relaxing.
It really is. It's amazing. Even the Game Boy.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the market area, and with it being this early in the morning, there's a few people that have their stalls set up and ready for their transactions. You see one who is putting out different slabs of what look like uncooked meat, as well as whole pieces of different animals onto pieces of wax paper on a small little table in front of him. And there's another person just selling different bits and bobs. You can see liquids of a couple different colors in glass bottles, lengths of rope, pythons, just looks like general equipment kind of stuff.
He might need it.
Let's go to the general equipment guy.
Let's go to the Bits and Bobs.
Bips and Bobs?
That's the name.
Bips and Bobs.
We're gonna be talking to Bob.
Okay, so you guys can make your way over there. And the person who is behind the counter right now is this what looks to be middle-aged woman who's about middling height, 5 foot something. She's got red hair that it has some streaks of gray to it. The color is starting to fade with its age, but she's got a very just kind of homely, very genial kind of look to her. A couple wrinkles on the face, but definitely signs of age that have come with a life of hard work.
Greetings, man. I have some equipment that I need to offload, and I'm hoping to get a fair price for them. And with that, I want to dig in my bag and produce those scraps as well as the 3 leather hides and offer them up.
So you have the leather hides, and then what else specifically is it that you have?
You just told me to write down 30 gold worth of scraps.
Okay. So she kind of just like looks
Scrap
over
metal
everything.
and leather and stuff like that.
Yeah, she just kind of like picks through everything for a few minutes, bending down to look at, rub an area of dust on or rust on one piece and looking over and kind of running her finger over a small divot or crack in a small like piece of glass vial that you have. Just looking at the kind of not junk, but various pieces of things that you've set out in front of her, and just looks it over and says, "Well, you could probably part with about 30 gold for the whole piece."
Yeah, I'll take it. Fair enough.
Right. And she kind of just wipes her nose and starts counting out the different pieces of coin. And then you were going to sell some hides as well?
Yes, 3 leather hides.
Okay. Roll a 1d10, please.
11. What?
That was a D20.
Oh, 2.
Wait, 2. I was like,
Wait a minute.
how did you roll 10? How did you roll 11 on a 10?
Did a modifier sneak in there? But no, I got a 2.
Okay, so she's looking these over and doing much the same as she did before, just very intently and more finely looking at the quality of these pieces of hide that you have set in front of her. And she says, "Well, they're not really the greatest quality, but I could probably give you maybe 5 gold for the 3 hides altogether."
Very well. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Well, all right, you have yourself a fine day, sir.
You as well. And did you want to do anything?
Yeah, I want to know what she sells. Miss, could you please tell me what is you sell here?
Seashells down by the seashore.
And she starts, as you ask her this, she starts rattling off this very, very long laundry list of things that she sells. And at the end of it, it's too much for you to even comprehend everything that she said.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Basically, if you look at the player's handbook, I'll tell you exactly what page it is in 1 second here.
We don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah, unfortunately, we all kind of pooched it and don't have the player's handbook.
We're going off script.
Yep.
Page 150, adventuring gear. There's a huge table, and really just anything on there they'll have.
Oh. Anything?
It's just, kind of stuff you'd find in your bag.
Things ranging from an abacus to a blanket to a crowbar to a quiver, robes, a sack, a signal whistle, water skin, just a bunch of different kind of adventuring gear, bits and bobs, like we said.
Do you maybe have a whistle that my little bird can use?
I'm not certain of the anatomical possibilities of that, sir.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. Tell me about
Meaning,
all your whistles.
I don't
here.
rightfully know if a bird can blow a whistle.
It doesn't have lips.
That's true. But you do have everything. Thought I'd ask. Let's see. What should we get? What do we...
African or Europe?
I can sell you a whistle. I just can't guarantee your bird can play it.
Oh, my bird is not like the normal birds you've seen, my dear. How much would you sell that whistle for?
I meant no aspersions to the bird. The whistle, we have it selling for, let me look.
Your voice got deep, my dear.
It's not really a whole lot. I could even maybe throw it in for free if you buy something more expensive than the whistle itself.
Oh, great. Tell me about something a little bit more expensive then. Do you have anything interesting that a wizard of my stature would be interested in?
Well, give me just a moment.
And she turns around and then starts opening up a small trunk and going through the contents of it.
Now, this is a bit more religious, if you might say. It's a flask of holy water. It came from a local temple up north near Yormund. I do believe it was blessed not but 3 months ago, sir.
Oh, okay. How much would you be willing to sell that for?
Oh, I could part with it for a mere 25 gold.
And how much usage can I get out of this flask or vial of holy water?
I didn't catch the first part of that.
How much, how much can I... What can I use this? Like, how many times can I use this? Is it like a one-time, thing, or...?
It will depend on what you're trying to use it for.
Okay.
I think you can use them like a grenade weapon if you want to use the whole thing at once.
Well, you could try, I suppose.
Yeah, again, it'll depend on what you're trying to use it for.
All right. I'm kind of wondering what's the quantity of it? Like, how many ounces? How
will-
many?
Let's say that there's 12 ounces. So, like your generic bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Liquid.
It has been blessed by the goddess Aquafina.
Ooh. I've
The great demigod Dasani.
Tropical goddess of water, Fiji.
I'd like to see what else you might have. That is a great item that you have there. But
Blessed by
do you have
the
anything
priests
else?
Of holiday. Just gonna make a fucking every character and every fucking religion just a pun, just a horrible, horrible pun.
Well, I have something if you're feeling a bit more presentative.
She pulls out this wad of, not wad, but this pile of clothing, different articles of the one outfit. It looks like something to be worn on the chest, something for the legs, a pair of gloves, and a hat. Very, very loud, bright colors in a sort of motley Harlequin pattern. Gold frilling on the ends, the cuffs of the arms, and the cuffs of the legs, as well as the neckline. The hat is a long, cylindrical, conical sort of shape with a pair of bells on the end. And the gloves are just simple white satin-ish type material kind of gloves.
You would look fucking unique.
Mm-hmm.
Deb, can I just look at the gloves, or does it come in a set?
I just want just the.
I do try and sell the set, but if you really would like the gloves, we could look at those, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd like to see the gloves. Are they of a good material?
Make an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent material. It's not something that's going to be like of a very, very fine make or like really expensive material, but it's a kind of material where it looks nice and it also has a good durability to it. So you feel like these could definitely handle some long-term wear and tear and not be looking like pieces of crap.
Nice. I'm thinking I'll get the. I will do the gloves and the hat, if that's possible. I'd like to get just the gloves and the hat, and then the whistle, if you could throw that in.
All right, I'll sell you everything for 5 gold.
That's very reasonable. Thank you so much, and I'll take that.
She hands over the gloves, the hat, and the small whistle to you. And it's just a normal type whistle. It's like about 2 inches long, just a small silvery kind of cylinder with a couple slits near the top to produce the sound. Just very simple.
Does it go? Whoop, whoop?
Whistles go whoop.
Dude, it got sleepy in here.
Yeah, it's not like the kind of sports whistle. It's more akin to a
I'm tired in
type
here.
of whistle.
It's tired in here.
Sorry, Wilson. What was the? Did you say something about the gloves?
The gloves themselves are just made from a white satin type fabric. Nothing very notable about them. The hat, though, has that like bright crimson and royal purple motley to it in that sort of jester-ish Harley Quinn pattern. And it's got 2 small bells on the end of it. So it's like a longer link type cap in the purple and red patchwork design with 2 bells on the end.
Cool.
That's cool. Me and Waynard, I guess, are walking back.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna give you 25 gold since I owe you so much. Might as well make a dent in the process.
Sure.
Shopping montage is over.
It's gonna take a montage. Montage.
And if I could think of any character names from characters of Sex and the City, I would call you to Charlotte and whatever are going back to meet the others.
Miranda.
I thought he was gonna say Thelma and Louise. You guys are just gonna fucking fall off a cliff randomly.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Just robbed a bunch of stores and then
That'd be weird. God damn, that cataclysm.
yeah.
What can you do?
As you.
That's the way she goes, boys.
The 2 financial masters come back from the market and meet up with everybody else. And Ben just kind of turns and, finishing the remainder of what was in the mug, just kind of says, "Well, are we set to head off?"
Sprouts a beer. Yeah, good to
Yeah.
go.
Good to go.
Good to go. I
Thumbs
give Fen a pat on his head. That was the name I decided. Fen.
For the wolf.
Yeah, for the wolf.
Fenrir. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So I just give him a pat. I don't know. See if there's I pass the rations that I got from Gregory around, and I take kind of like a little bit of whatever is kind of like salted dried meat. I'm assuming might be in there, and just give him like a little bit, and then saddle up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, each of the rations is a small It's similar to the packaging of Lemnis bread, where it's like a large palm style kind of leaf that wraps up the contents, where it's a strip of dried salted meat, some nuts and berries that have been compacted together in a small kind of bar and stuck together with what seems to be like molasses or honey, and then dried strips of other dehydrated vegetables. Just a, like, you know, good nutritious little boost that'll get you through what you need. And as you feed a little bit to Fen and pat him on the head, once he's done chomping it down, he just kind of very like gently and playfully just nips at the ends of your fingers and gives you a little barf as he looks up at you, just like, "What are we doing? We're ready to go. Seems like something's happening."
Yep, I kind of give him a slap on the side of slap the side of the hip, you know, and then walk over to my horse.
And he just happily pads along behind you as you make your way over to the horse and climb up on top of it. And Ben is mounting his horse as well as everybody else gets into their saddle. Hangman, it's been a little bit for you, so you and Deadass have a little moment of just like, "Hey, buddy."
That ass.
Oh, don't worry.
I introduce him to the new pupper.
Yeah, you.
Dead ass Wednesday, dead ass.
Yeah.
You'll probably have to like.
How big is this pupper?
It's a mastiff. 12-week-old mastiff.
It's about the size of like a.
Is it bigger than me?
It's just smaller than like
Probably
football.
bigger than you, or same size.
Football size. So like for you, it'd probably be like
Just smaller than a football. So he's about the size of your torso, kind of. Like he's definitely smaller, but about that size. You'll probably have to get like a small sling or like some kind of baby Bjorn or something to hold him in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I
A
want
banana
some
dick.
shit like that.
you want a baby Bjorn.
To carry him around while he's little on dead ass until he's big enough to just trot along.
Well, you mean you have saddlebags. You
Mastiff
could,
Oh, do I have
You
saddle?
could definitely fashion a little saddlebag.
Yeah, saddlebag
could-
sidecar, dude. 100%.
Yeah, he could fit in it, be comfortable, but also
That's
not have
perfect.
to worry about him
I
falling
like
out.
how it's transparent
My
for
three-
Photoshop.
The three amigos, dude.
Yeah,
Hell
there you
yeah.
go.
Me, dead ass, and fucking.
It's like, do you smell birthday cake? The
Whatever the
fucking
post
birthday
name is.
card that...
That
With
card
the
is
set, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Small birthday
We're
cake.
getting into
All
inside
right.
joke territory here.
Look.
We apologize.
Let us venture forth.
Yes, that's enough puppers.
Who are we gonna have lead the way? Should we just have Ben do it?
Yeah, Ben, you don't mind navigating the way to this bridge of yours?
And he just kind of chuckles as he was expecting that and just, "All right, boys, follow me. We're making our way east." And he just turns his horse and starts heading down the road out of town eastward.
Eastbound down, rolling up and trucking.
God damn it.
We're in convoy.
Where's the little...
So, You
dots
guys
at
take
the
about yay-ish of route there until after a while you break off starting in that direction. So for that leg of the journey, it's about the majority of the day. It's getting to be probably 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And everybody's just kind of been getting into the swing of long travel again. You know, there's some bits of conversation that happen between a lot of you, but for the most part, it's just long travel once again.
Kind of point to the dog. It's a nice dog.
It's a nice wolf.
There you
Do you like my hat?
It's okay, I guess.
It's like every
I like to think you got just the dour kind of...
every cycle of your horse's trot is just a little jingle on your hat, so there's just a nice jingle going on the entire time you guys are traveling.
Good. To be fair, I'm like probably constantly jiggling because I have like fucking
Chainmail and
chainmail and I have fucking like iron ingots and like
it just
silver
looks
ingots.
the contrast of my like really dingy robes and this really vibrant hat.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say,
really
and the
off-putting.
pearlescent
Yeah,
fucking
my
gloves.
satin gloves and just my weird red hat.
Like I
It's
said,
just
you are. If we passed anybody, I am assuming that would probably catch someone's eye.
Oh yeah, I'm really unassuming though. They
Well, to
wouldn't
be
think
fair,
twice.
like we got Salatmancer, Dragonborn with a wolf next to him. You're fantastic duds with a still albino crow.
No, it was black for a while. I haven't turned him back.
Okay, so just crow, and then we got Deadass with Mastiff
Saddlebag
sidecar, Saddlebag sidecar. This is a fucking
It's a shit show.
This is a troop.
No, man, what are you talking
Like
about?
a traveling
Everybody's gonna know who
circus.
the fuck
Yeah.
you are.